My life was a mess, in and out of rehab for years. I grew up in Syracuse with my mom and my dad. They split up when I was 5. I went to Catholic school. I was going to Catholic school from 1st grade all the way up to 8th grade. My dad worked very hard to get me into the parochial school, and by the time high school came, I was just kind of not trying as hard as he was liking, and so I ended up going to public school for high school. Going from Catholic school to public school was a huge change in my life. I went from wearing a uniform, going to church school pretty much, to the complete opposite, and I think I took advantage of that. I had 2 older grandparents that were, on pain meds. I would go up into their room when I was in 9th grade, a little bit after, and I ended up finding their hydros, their painkillers. I didn't see any harm in it at the time, but eventually my dad caught me up there doing what I was doing, and he kind of put 2 and 2 together. Going to rehab while in high school was definitely weird. I kind of had to hide it from people. It wasn't the, biggest thing I wanted to tell anybody. After that, I had about 7 months clean. I was doing good. Little did I know, within maybe 3 weeks, I was taking pills again. The pill that I was taking was so strong that when they stopped making it, everyone turned to heroin. Eventually, I ended up going and shooting up. And once that, after about sniffing for 2 months, shooting up, it's over. You know what I mean? That was it. I ended up going to Alaska to work. I went from shooting up heroin every day to throwing myself into working into Alaska, and I got really sick trying to come off the drugs and also go up there and be in that environment, and ended up relapsing, and it started all over again. Right after that happened, I first went into treatment. I was sitting in one of the groups. They called me down. Hey, the doctor needs to speak with you. He's like, see that number? That number's that high. That means, you tested positive for Hep C. That was the first thing that really slapped me, like, oh my God, like, okay, it's finally catching up with me. I'm very grateful in a way that happened when it did, because it might have been what I needed to help save my life. I know Hep C, thank God, right now is treatable. So, for anybody that's going through, what I've gone through, like, I get it, I've been there. It gets better, it gets so much better. There is hope.